every color has a unique nutrient value that our body needs. And we really should get the color of the rainbow, the full color of the rainbow by the end of the day. But I first start out with, let's just get some color in your diet if you're not doing it already. We do recommend, for your color, we recommend 4 servings of fruit a day. And I don't recommend really more than 4 servings, because what I don't want you to do is do 30 servings of fruit to get all your sugar. But 4 servings of fruit a day is recommended. So what constitutes a serving? Half a cup is a serving of fruit. So it's half a cup of grapes, a half a cup of watermelon, half a cup is a serving. Now, things like apples and oranges, it's tennis ball size is a serving. So tennis ball size apple, tennis ball size orange is a serving. Banana is 2 servings. Half of a banana is 1 serving. And vegetables, you can have, for vegetables, I want you to at least have 4 servings of vegetables a day. But if you're hungry, you can have all the non-starchy vegetables you want. You can eat forever all the non-starchy vegetables you want, meaning red, green, yellow bell peppers, radishes, cucumbers, celery, broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, squash, green beans. But you can have all those you want. The vegetables to be careful of are potatoes, corn, and peas. So you should have a lean protein and at least 2 colors, fruits and vegetables, and the more color the better on your plate. So those are the 5 tips, but I also want to add just one other thing about what I would recommend that you do every day. Because if I told you that I had a pill that would decrease your body weight, that would lower your bad cholesterol, that would raise your good cholesterol, the same pill would decrease your blood pressure, decrease your blood sugars, and help to prevent diabetes in your life, that would decrease clots, would decrease insulin resistance. If I told you I had a pill that did all that, it wouldn't matter what formula it's on, everybody would want to take that pill. And it's interesting because we all have this available to us, and it's exercise. So exercise, it decreases your body weight, it decreases the bad cholesterol, raises the good, lowers the blood pressure, lowers the blood sugar, lowers the heart rate, prevents clots, and increases insulin sensitivity and or reduces insulin resistance. So it's very important we get exercise in. A lot of people that I see, a lot of my patients, think, oh, I have to spend an hour of their day plus, an hour and a half, 15 minutes going to the gym, doing this big, workout session for an hour and 15 minutes home. I don't even want you to do that. If you don't exercise at all, I'd like for you to get in at least 10 or 15 minutes of walking every day. Just make it a priority, 10 to 15 minutes. It'll make a big difference in your life, even if you just do 10 or 15 minutes. We'd like to see you doing at least 30 minutes most days of the week. And if you're already doing an exercise regimen, such as walking for 30 minutes or cycling for 30 minutes, I want you to change it up a little bit. What I would recommend is that you do your brisk pace, for 5 or 6 minutes, and then if you're walking for 30 seconds to a minute, go as fast as you can without running, and then return to your brisk pace after that for 5 or 6 minutes, and alternate every 5 or 6 minutes doing 30 seconds to a minute of walking as fast as you can without running. And if you cycle, go as fast as you can for 20 seconds about every 5 to 6 seconds, because that helps to keep you more fit, and that helps to really get your heart pumping. If you're walking the same distance every day and have done so for the past couple years or the past year, you're not necessarily staying fit, but you are going through the motions of exercise, which is much more beneficial than had you not. But kind of do a little bit of intervals in your exercise. And it's important that we make these changes because, like I said, our kids are growing up with a whole different idea of what healthy is or what healthy is made up of. And so it's up to us to change our American lifestyle. If not, we're all going to be looking like this all together on the couch. So next, I've got a couple of questions I'm going to go over, see how well you're paying attention, and then I've got 3 case studies of true patients that have come in, and you'll be able to critique their diet history, and we'll go from there. So what should each of your meals consist of? 2 proteins and 1 color, 2 vegetables and 1 fruit and 2 carbohydrates, 1 protein and 2 colors, which are fruits or vegetables. And I have to put that in there because some of my patients will ask if M&Ms count. And 2 proteins and 1 vegetable. And it's C, it's 1 protein and 2 colors, fruits and or vegetables. The next question is approximately 25% of calories consumed by Americans are from beverages, food, chocolate, or none of the above. What would you guess? They're consumed by beverages. And since I have chocolate on here, I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about chocolate. Dark chocolate has powerful antioxidants in it, and that's what's healthy with the dark chocolate is the antioxidants. Now, that being said, those antioxidants are the same antioxidants that's in tea. So, and tea does not have calories and added sugars. So if we're overweight and pre-diabetic, do I think you should have dark chocolate every night? No. So everything, again, is in moderation. So just kind of think about that. But 25% of our calories are consumed by Americans are from beverages, and we really should not drink our calories. And next is what is an example, or what is not an example of a healthy protein? So what is not an example of a healthy protein? Egg whites, is that a healthy protein? Yes, that is. Edamame, that's a healthy protein. It's like a soybean. Natural peanut butter, that's a healthy protein. Almonds, that's a healthy protein. But barbecue wings, would you say that was a healthy protein? No, barbecue wings is not a healthy protein. And a lot of barbecue sauce, a lot of people don't know that, but barbecue sauces and ketchup, just loaded with sugar, let alone the sodium in it, but it's also loaded with sugar. Okay, here's a case study. These are true patients that I've seen that's come into the office, and I've just really taken their breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks, what they told me, and I put them on the slide. So this patient has a latte, vanilla latte from Starbucks with a cookie for breakfast. So think about that. Is that a healthy breakfast? And if not, what is this person missing? So this person, does it have a protein for breakfast? No. Do they have fruit or vegetable? No. So they're just getting sugar for breakfast. So lunch is salad, and I didn't write down or get from them if they had protein on their salad, but they have salad with whole grain bread, which the whole grain bread is going to break down to sugar. Diet sodas is not going to help their addiction. But they didn't have like just a huge sugar high because they didn't have like a cookie or something at lunch. And vegetables on the salad were healthy, so they had some color probably with the salad, but loaded with sugar with the whole grain bread and the Diet Coke. Does it surprise you, though, that at 3 p.m. they needed a snack of M&Ms and a Diet Coke? Because they really didn't, they needed their sugar fix at 3 p.m. They didn't need dinner, but they needed a sugar fix. And then their dinner was spaghetti with meat sauce, and the meat sauce is the only protein that I see that this person had all day, but then the rest of it, spaghetti and bread and wine, is going to break down to sugar. So this person's loaded with sugar, so we needed lean proteins and fruits and vegetables for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Here's another case study. Cheerios with sliced strawberries and orange juice for breakfast. So Cheerios, if you would read the box, your box, it'll say carbohydrates are on the Cheerios, and it's a very high amount of carbohydrates, which break down to sugar. Sliced strawberries are great. It's just the Cheerios and the orange juice, which we already talked about fruit juices. So the Cheerios and the orange juice break down quickly to sugar. So the sliced strawberries are great. Maybe you do strawberries and blueberries or strawberries and raspberries or blackberries and add some nuts because then you have protein and color. Lunch is a salad wrapped in a wheat tortilla. We could get rid of the wheat tortilla because that's going to break down to sugar. The salad inside the wrap is probably pretty good as long as it's loaded with color. And is the sweetened tea healthy for you? Right, so tea unsweetened would have been better. Does it surprise you at 4 o'clock that this person needed animal crackers and a banana for a pick-me-up? No, because they're loaded with, they're replenishing their sugar addiction. They're having withdrawals, and they need to feed the withdrawals instead of go through the withdrawals. They're feeding them. And so when they decide to eat is when they feel like a sugar withdrawal coming on, not necessarily because they're hungry. And then for dinner, they had a double cheeseburger, fries, and a Diet Coke. So they got some sugars with the bun on the cheeseburger, the fries. But prior to bed, they had a small bowl of vanilla ice cream. So it doesn't surprise me they needed the ice cream before they went to bed because they are addicted to sugar. And the last one, this one for breakfast had 2 eggs, 2 sausage patties, whole wheat toast, and orange juice. So The 2 eggs is not bad. Egg whites is the healthy protein. Yolk is the cholesterol. So just don't have more than 3 to 4 yolks a week. So they could have had 2 eggs. Sausage patty is just loaded with bad, terrible fats for you. But 2 eggs, I'd get rid of the toast and the orange juice, but 2 eggs and have and maybe make it an omelet and put a bunch of vegetables in it, or have a bunch of fruit on the side with the eggs. Lunch was Taco Bell or Big Mac with fries and Coke. Of course, that's going to have more bad fats and carbs and sugars. And again, a Snicker bar and chips, does that surprise you at 3 to 4? And dinner was 3 or 4 beers or bourbon and Coke and steak and potatoes. So loaded with carbs and sugars again at dinner. And if you noticed in all these, people's snacks, if you look back at all the snacks, like the Snicker bars and chips on this one and the prior one, animal crackers, banana was good, but animal crackers, and then M&Ms, people are changing snacks for treats and desserts. I mean, snacks really should be lean protein and fruit and vegetables. They should be healthy, which is what we grew up on. I read this in Clinical Advisor in March 2008. I found it right on and very fascinating, and it was to be as lean as possible with a normal range of body weight, to be physically active as part of everyday life, to limit consumption of energy-dense foods and avoid sugary drinks, to eat foods of plant origin, to limit red meat and processed meat, to limit alcoholic drinks, to limit consumption of salt, and to aim to meet nutritional needs through diet alone. And what I found fascinating about this was the title of the article, and it was Dietary Strategies for Preventing Cancer. So some of the tips that I gave you today not only will help prevent heart disease and help you with weight loss and optimal health, but it also helps prevent dementia and some cancers. So here's the 5 tips. Remove simple carbs and sugars from your diet. Stop eating grains. Remove processed foods and trans fats from your diet. Avoid drinking your calories. And each meal, and even for snacks, you should have one protein, a lean protein, and at least 2 colors, fruits and vegetables. For a full handout on 12 tips for permanent weight loss, you could go to our website at cardiowellnesscenter.org, and under resources, I have all of our patient handouts there. But here's some other tips that would help you with permanent weight loss as well. And I discussed most of them throughout the presentation, except for, if you really want to work on weight loss, you do need to weigh yourself regularly, and you do need to keep healthy snacks in your home. And there is a handout there that gives you ideas for healthy snacks as well, and that's again at cardiowellnesscenter.org. And for those of you that would like to attend our Healthy Happy Hour, again, we have them every quarter. This will probably be the biggest one yet because we have Dr. Davis from Wheat Belly, from the Wheat Belly books, coming into town to answer your questions. So you can listen to his presentation and answer your questions. This is all going to be on diet and weight loss and how to optimize your health. And Dr. O'Keefe, our cardiologist here at St. Louis Cardiovascular Consultants, and he's an author of the book, Let Me Tell You a Story, as well as the Forever Young Diet and Lifestyle book. They'll both be there to do a short presentation and answer your questions. That will also eventually be on our website. We don't have it up on the website yet, but we'll put that up on the website as well. And we do need to have RSVPs. There's a reception ahead of time where we'll have lean proteins and fruits and vegetables available for you, as well as coffee, tea, and wine. So that'll happen between 5:30 and 6:15. And the rest will be the presentations. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but CardioTabs has a discount for just the Hallmark employees. And so if you go to CardioTabs and use the code Hallmark, you can save 15% on your CardioTab order. And one of the products from CardioTabs that I recommend a lot is CardioT. And CardioT helps to naturally speed up your metabolism. It's got the catechins in it from drinking green and black tea. It's a mix, and that helps to speed up your metabolism. It helps to get rid of that extra belly fat, and it also lowers your bad cholesterol, your LDL cholesterol, and it's powerful antioxidant, so it boosts your immune system. I take it. I think it's healthy for you on many levels, not just getting rid of belly fat, but also, like I said, boosting the immune system and lowering your bad cholesterol. But don't forget to use your code, because that's something special that CardioTabs have done just for you, is to give you a 15% discount. And if you order online or you call them in, just use the word Hallmark. And I hope you eat for your health, because your life depends on it. And one of the mentors I had here is the late Dr. Bob Kahn, and he used to tell me, Becky, if people would just eat for health, they will develop a healthy taste. And that's really why we're eating. We're eating for our health. We're not eating for pleasure. I mean, that's not why we eat. We eat to actually feed